Righty, I think it's a bit loud for me. I'm going to turn the volume down a bit. That's a bit better. Music was a bit loud for me. That should be okay. Righty, let's see if we can make some more progress tonight. It's been moving quite well lately. So I think we just need to make sure we make a decision on where we're going to focus this time. And I think it's going to be the boots today. Getting the lining in the boots sorted. Let's switch to head camera. We got our chats going, so if you're watching, come say hi. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna start standing, and then I might sit down a bit later. See how it goes. Right. What's he looking at? What is this thing here? Is there any? Must have been some test or something. Let's get rid of it. There we go. Right, so for the arms, what I did was I used a capsule for a guide. I created the shape, and then I sort of like adjusted it to fit. I mean, if you get really up close, you can see that it doesn't directly fit the surface, and there's some sketchiness there that we probably need to make look a bit better. But when you look at it as a painting like that, it's fine. You can quite tell that, right? So we're gonna do the same thing here for this leg. We kind of draw some guidelines there of what we needed to achieve, but we now need to get a capsule. Oh, we had another capsule here. Let's get rid of this one. Let's put you there. Stay there. Okay, so first we're gonna try to get a shape that sort of fits here. Kind of like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't entirely fit, because my goal is to then make it adjusted to fit. But if we can be a bit, let's just go with a really big leg. That's it. Let's work on that. Okay. Okay. From the sides it looks fine. The problem is that this is a fat leg on the we got the calf here, which is alright. So we get rid of this. Yeah. And leave some holes there. We'll sort them out later. So maybe I'll do this, and then I'll sort this out separately. Yeah, that might be a better idea. We'll just do the front there, adjust it in there, and then we'll do the last bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this. Actually, let's figure it out. It starts about there. Is that like halfway? It's a bit more than halfway. And then it goes up 1, 2, about 2 more or less. Does that look right? I think it looks okay. I think this probably goes a bit further back. But no, we're not going entirely for accuracy. Okay, before we carry on here, I want to take a sample from here. Like that. Whoa. There. Okay. Let's work on it like that. Now the other thing I want to see if I can do, because it will save me a bit of time, is, right, where is my mirror? What did I do with my mirror? There's my mirror. Come on. Okay, I think that's fair. We're going to try to reduce some of the work there. There you go over there. Okay. So we said about there. How thick is that? Okay. Starts a bit soft. Okay. And then okay. Oops. So you need to remember to stop, to let go, because if you don't let go, you make it. I keep saying this every time, and then I forget. If you do this and then you undo, it's not the same as if you do this, because then you have two bits to undo, which gives you a bit more precision. There we go. Okay. See, this bit here I'm not happy with, but when I delete it, it's going to be terrible, because it just, you know, it just gets rid of everything. So we're just going to double check how, where is that picture? There. Yeah, it's pretty thin, isn't it? It needs to stay thin. That's too much. Let's do it again. I think it needs more angle. Okay, what is that there? Okay, that's good. That wasn't too much of a calamity. Okay. I think that's looking a bit. I forget about this always. So what happens is the mirror doesn't delete things equally on both sides. So you need to remember that if you delete, that won't delete here. You know, see, like this bit here. You need to be very careful with that. Only additions are mirrored. Okay. We do the arms. They're not entirely thin. Okay. I think that's a bit better. And we're going to try to get a bit farther back. I want to give it an end. Okay, now let's see how this works. It isn't perfect. Okay, should be alright. Let's give it a go. Okay. Whoops. What should we do? I think I know. First of all, let's get rid of the mirror. Second of all, we're going to take all of this. We got everything, yeah. And we're going to duplicate it. I'm going to keep it here. Okay. See, I think that's going to work. Before we do it, just stay there. And we're going to get rid of this now that we have a viable candidate. Okay. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? Right. Let's give it a go now. Let's actually put it here. Get rid of this. And now I'm going to grab a seat, I think, so that I can be very precise with this. Right, come down. Okay. Let's go big. We'll try what we did the other day. So that's grabbing from here. And adjusting from there. It's just risky because that's a way to resize. If you grab one point and then move the rest. This line here is annoying me. I think we're gonna get rid of it. I think before we carry on, let's get rid of that line. I think it was a line that I drew to start getting my idea, an idea of what the division of the leg was like, but right now it's more in the way than anything. Okay, cool. Let's do this again. Select. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. So we need to go. Think about there. It's quite low, isn't it? Kind of there, actually. Okay, so some of it is going in there. I think it's needs to be lower because we want to go there. What about on this side? Like, I'm not sure if this is gonna work because this is a different part of the hand work, the arms worked okay. I think this is different. I might actually, you know what? If I make it a bit bigger, it's not the end of the world because I can always just fill it in. But the main thing here is that it needs to try to come out on both sides, and if it doesn't, then it's probably not big enough, or it wasn't the right size for the. Okay. Is that the right positioning, kind of? It's even more aggressive, isn't it, the lining? Okay. So we'll make that thicker. But I want to get an idea whether this is going to work or not, because if it's not, then I might just well paint on top of it and see if I can make it work there. And there's some funny bits there as well. Okay, so let's just rethink this a little bit. Okay. That bit there is just not good. Let's actually clean it up nicely rather than okay, let's make this look nice, nicer. See, that is a bit annoying. Why can I not get a good shape? Can't get a good shape. It's because of these other bits interfering. See, I'm sure this is something I'm going to figure out at some point. Okay. Right. Okay. That's a bit better, I think. So how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? I probably just took as well. This is very regular. I don't think we'll be able to get a good match. Now what happens if I grab, how is this duplicated? So if I grab this, up to there, If I take this, just this, can I make use of it? See, the lack of roundness as well doesn't help. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I'm just tempted to try my luck. The problem is that without a mirror, I'm gonna have to do it again on the other side. How would I do this? I think my best bet is to fix this to be a bit more like the way that one is. So this needs to be a bit more like that, and then this needs to be more significant. Okay. Try this again. We're gonna put it there, and we're just gonna select this side first. We'll see how we make it fit first, and then we'll do the other bit. Okay, I don't want to change the size so much. Because if I change the size, I need to be precise with the other side as well. But what we're gonna do, we got two options here. One, we grow the leg and we round it up a bit more. The other one is we do this and then we do too much. See, if I had like done bits that I could like bend that bit a bit more. we could see what happens if we use that as a guide, you know. Like sort of like that. So then you can't get rid of that bit, and you just need to complete the shape. It's still painful, still a lot of work to do there. Would that kind of be the right height? I think it is. Okay. Struggling. How did this work? How did that work? How did I manage to do that one? I mean, there's some minor things there to fix, but it's generally okay. This one is being super painful. Am I just spending too much time on it? This like not round enough? Okay, let's try something else. Get rid of this. Let's get this again. One more try. One more try. We're gonna be putting that there. We're gonna make sure it fits from the front. The front starts there, so about there. There. And then the back. Oops. Go there. Come on, we're gonna make it work this time. We're gonna make it work. One way or another, we're gonna make it work. Okay. It's too pronounced, isn't it? Too pronounced, and I think that's one of the big failures here, because it's too pronounced. think that's a bit better. That's a bit better. I'm actually struggling with the whole leg now. Let's review the original model. I've done it. Sorry, the foot was annoying me. I mean, those shapes aren't right because those are extremely straight shapes, but have we got anything here? I don't think so. No. Okay. I think that if the leg doesn't look right, I will never be able to get it right. I think that looks a bit more correct. Okay. Tiny bit happier there. Just wish I hadn't been so messy in this area. I need to get some light on this side if I want to be able to see right. Well, that sounds a bit Zelda-y. Oh yeah, of course it is. It must be Mauricio del Hongo, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I know I'm gonna be quiet, I just feel like I need to focus a little bit. But if you want to say anything, just say it. I'll have a look at the chat in a second. Okay. Get a light over here. Yeah, with the hand. I thought there was like an extra. Hmm. What are you doing here? Go back in there. Let's see. Okay. Right, so then let's now see what we're missing here and how this looks if I I wonder if I should like kind of do that. Um, I mean, it's meant to be a boot after all, so. Oh, come on. I need to investigate the brushes a little bit, because you see, it can clearly see exactly where my controller is, but it doesn't understand what I'm trying to do here. Either that, or because it's going through these other areas, it kind of tries to create some geometry or something. I'm not entirely sure. See, like there, I'm trying to turn it this way, but it's not it doesn't want to follow. But that way was fine. See, that might work. I mean, this could be a huge waste of time. Come on, let me turn my arm anymore. And then the idea would be that from here, like about there, you would end up with a shape that would come here. Let's see what that looks like. That might be what I need. Oh, good enough. So this could be a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do this. Considering the return on investment. like the emotional return on investment. Because at that point you actually can't see anything. But I don't know if I'll be able to achieve anywhere near what I did here. If I should start the arm, those legs all over again, you know? Strong possibility. I haven't entirely given up on the foot. I just want to distance myself from it for a moment before I go back to it and have another go. Because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this in a way that is convincing. What we're going to do is we're going to do a save, and now we're going to have a go at continuing this. We're going to worry about the we're going to worry about making sure that those bits are covered later. I'll not worry too much about it now because it's a waste of time, I think. See, it kind of seems to want to follow the edges, doesn't it? I wonder if that's what it does. That's why it kind of flips on me when I try to do something that doesn't quite follow an edge. That's fairly easy to do, actually. Okay, let's assume that it looks okay, which it doesn't entirely. But is that something we can work from? I think it is. All right. Kind of like that. Again, it's a matter of perspective, isn't it? Whoops. Itchy nose. Is that working? I think it might be working. I think it might be working. It still works. So we're moving forward. Right. I don't like that last lip that it does sometimes. Like you kind of have to preempt it and just go down. Still leave it there. Okay, let's just leave it for now. We'll come back to it. Let's see. Pardon me. Don't forget to blink. This isn't a Doctor Who episode. It is okay to blink here. Okay. I should probably make an edited version of this video without all the fooling around and doing. Such a waste of time for other things. Just this is what happens when you're new at this, and well, you're kind of trying to figure out how to do it because you've never done it before. Okay, so this bit here I don't like it. And the reason is this side here is a little bit thicker, I think. So I don't know if it's worth doing that. I think that might be a bit better. I think the leg doesn't look great. I think too much golf, if that's possible. I think it looks a little bit better. We just need to sort this out on this side. So they're, if I understood correctly, they're rebooting the Flash comic books once more from the top. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a look and see what it's like. I've invested way too much money on reboots. And the problem is that you get attached to a story, you kind of like fall in love with the characters, and then you find out that you know that didn't actually happen, or that happened in a pocket dimension, or something like that, and you think, so what do I do with all of that now? It's also painful to see. There's something about the Flash. It feels like he creates a lot of his own problems. E.g., Flashpoint. It's like he struggles to know when it's right to bend the rules and when it's not, when it's a stupid idea to do that. For instance, with the whole in the series, the TV series, the whole DeVoe thing kind of makes you think this is where you should probably consider bending the rules a little bit. And it's exactly where he doesn't. But in the other cases where you thought, I think you should need to deal with it, he goes in this Flashpoint. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not fond of heroes creating villains because it kind of makes them extremely flawed in that sense, you know, like, you know, it's not something to aspire to in the least, the level of foolishness sometimes. I've always liked the Flash as a character. I I have to be honest, I haven't read any comic books, anything with the Flash on it for a while. I was going through reminiscing and reading some of the really old stuff, really old stuff I say, but actually some of the beginning stuff as well, but mostly just reminiscing on the 90s and 80s stuff, because that's when we were getting most of our stuff. There's good plots, there's not so good plots, but there's always a certain nobility, I guess, selflessness. Okay, we're not gonna go too far in there. I'm actually sat on the floor right now, and I'm finding it very comfortable. I need to put myself a cushion on the floor next time, just to add to it. Okay. Is there anyone around? No? That's alright. Okay. So I think it's acceptable. I'm not crazy about it. We might come back and retouch it a little bit. I think it's okay. There's a lot more separation between the top spike and the bottom spike. The top spike is like up here and the bottom spike will be down here. Maybe we can try very quickly that. That's the last thing to do on this, on here. So kind of like there. Let's actually get a really thin one. I've done some recabling as well of my Oculus, because I was getting some disconnection issues of the sensors and I couldn't figure out what it was. But what I ended up doing was I got a I had two very long two long cables. Actually, it was two 2-meter cables connected. Not powered, so clearly that was causing a lot of trouble. See, that actually looks nicer. Okay, let's do that here as well. So it should be some more like okay, kind of there. So what I ended up doing is I got a 5-meter cable, a single 5-meter cable, a power cable. So you need to plug it into 5 volt. That with your standard micro USB, and that's done the deal. I don't get any more disconnections. I think this is the most stable stream I've had, with very little bouncing. Like I get really close with my face onto it. See, like look how close I can get, and I get no bouncing or anything. The sensors are working perfectly now. Very happy with it. Okay. See, there's some sides where it doesn't look great. We'll have to work that out later. But I think what it requires is more flat strokes. So you can see all of that there, which could probably be so simplified with something like that. See, that looks a bit better already. And this here clearly clearly lifting up too much from See, this is the separation we have going on here, which is quite significant. Will this help? Kind of. Okay, I think, see, that is a bit better. We still have a bit of mess here, which we will correct eventually. Okay. There we go. Okay. This probably needs a bit of straightening. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Okay. Right, so I am sort of happy with that for now. So what we're gonna try to do now, I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a go anyways. And I think you know what that is. think that's it. I'm deselecting the red. I really like the way the select tool works. Okay, see, I think it's okay, you know? Right. And then we're going to duplicate this. Now we need to double check. See, that one is kind of where that one is, just a little bit lower, I think. I don't want to look at that foot from up close because it's also really badly done and it needs a bit of work. But actually, that is really what the main problem is. We'll sort it out in a moment. First things first. Oh, what's that? Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this first. And fix this hole here, I think, before we do anything else. Checking the time, 11 PM in the UK. Probably want to stay up much longer, to be honest. Okay. See, it kind of sticks to it, doesn't it? That's what it tries to do. Which I realize now is pretty cool. But that's not what I want to do here. I want it to be more of a layer on top. I don't want it to do so much sticking. I want it just to go exactly where I want it to go. I wonder if there are settings we can change about this. You stay there. Settings. Brush tip angle. What does brush tip angle do? Sketch cost highest. Yikes. Oh, that's interesting. When you simplify it, I'll probably get rid of Green Lantern later. Okay, so what does this do? It was there, so let's close that out. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I think and what's this? Just this is like straight. No, I think it's fine what it is. Yeah. Distance indicator on straight edge tool. Okay. Right, so we need to work on this thing. Sketch cost highest. Okay, let's get rid of Mr. Green Lantern here. This is not doing us any favors to have this guy here. Oh, there was a lot in there. See, the body was really quick, and the face I spent ages on it. Okay. And now Green Lantern's gonna fly. Whee! There we go. Okay. What does this look like now? Settings. Highest. But it's kind of gone greener, I think. Right. Um, let's have a quick go at this bit. I think there's, I think there's sketches, right? So what I'm doing here is just not very good, in the sense that it's not made, it's not what it's made for. And I'm lacking a process here, right? Well, I am glad to see this kind of fitting, you know? Okay. There's a lack of calf there, which you can sort out easily. Yeah, see, this is very messy. We might clean it up and do it again. Yeah, we can simplify this a lot. Okay, and then here, how vital is this? I don't think it is very. It's a gaping hole in there. Quite nice in Twitch. on Twitch. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. It doesn't feel like it was so much progress, but actually we cleaned a lot of it up quite nicely, and I think I need to start thinking about that, because like there's some areas here where we can probably get rid of a lot of internal stuff that doesn't need to be there anymore. I think the hands will have to be simplified as well. What are we doing here? Here, this should be fairly simple. And I wonder if this actually takes up, we can leave this for the end. We don't need this yet. It's nice to see it in action, but we probably don't need it yet. Right. Yeah, still quite high, isn't it? So yeah, we're gonna do some work. Probably a lot on the feet. Let's see what else we have here. This is pretty clean. I think there's a few bits here that could probably be taken out. The knee is a mess. I mean, we could probably. Let's have a look. Quick look. So if you take that out, because that was made with a capsule. But if you were to take that out, and then you took this, and we started doing what we were doing before, that is to do things like this. Trying to figure out how to do the best. This needs a bit of thinking. Come on. See, and then you start discovering more and more bits that are not really fulfilling a particularly good goal. I could definitely be cleaned up a bit. The only problem with what I'm doing is one of the problems that what I'm doing is that my intention was to then use this to make some other poses later, but the way I'm doing it now, it's gonna make it very hard to repose the body, because now this is a single thing, right? Before it was all a bit more separate, right? And you see that how now this disconnect between the style here and the style underneath, so you need to start easing it in somehow. And you need to find the best way to do it. And in this case there aren't many, and it might be that we simply need to get rid of these things. Right, I know we haven't done much there, but I'm just curious to see. We kind of removed this insanity here and we replaced it by some simpler strokes. Everything is more or less close. I mean, this could do a bit of work later. So if I now go and grab this, get rid of it. This is still high. Okay, I mean, I don't know if this is something that we can affect really. Okay, it might be that we can resolve things as we go along and we make it easier for us. Definitely the foot needs some work, the leg's gonna need some work. I think the torso I'm generally happy with. There's some few things here that could be made to look a bit smoother. But other than that, I am generally happy with this. Back is okay. Arm, again, lots of that capsule work. And same thing here. And same thing here, here, and here. So maybe this is something I need to reconsider. Right, I think that would be it for today. If you've been watching, drop me a line. I'd like to know what you think. And get involved, have a chat. If you're bored, talk about anything. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna leave this on there. There. Alright, thanks for showing up if you did, and hope you like it. See you around.